NARS Steven Klein Abnormal Female I can't talk apparently. Hey guys and dolls, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the beginning of a series of videos for the rest of the week called Palette Week. I have a ton of eyeshadow palettes to review. It's just the season, you know? Everything comes out this time of year. All these mega huge awesome palettes or gift sets and just holiday themed stuff, or just, you know, like in today's case I'm sharing a lip coffret, which is not technically a palette, but I'm including it with this because it's freaking awesome and I recently bought it and it's super cool, and I feel like I need to share. Let's just dive right into it. This is the NARS Steven Klein Abnormal Female Lip Coffret set. And that is a mouthful. It comes in this really cool box. I will totally admit I had no idea who Steven Klein was before this collection. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, he's like a famous photographer and I know everything about him and I'm like super like, you know, into him. I honestly didn't know who he was. I saw this at the NARS store when we were in Vegas last week and I had to buy it. So it's kind of funny. Okay, so the lip coffret is a metal tube that is shaped like a bullet. I was not really thinking that day because I bought this while we were in Vegas and then had to take it on a plane with me. So I had to like let the TSA agents know like, hey, it looks like a bullet and I promise it's lipstick, and I had to like open it up and like show them, and it was like a whole thing. So luckily I didn't get like a crazy pat down or anything, but it was kind of a risk to go ahead and buy this. So this is a real metal case. I will fully admit that one of the main reasons I wanted to buy this set, aside from liking the matte velvet lipstick sticks that come in this, which I'll show you in just a second, I really wanted this because I'm going to be redoing my whole vanity area and I just thought it would look so pretty on a shelf. It's so cool. So you open it up and it has a little tongue piece. And then there was another little like piece that held the lipsticks in, but I got rid of it because it was sort of impeding me being able to take the lipsticks in and out. And now that I'm making this video, I can take the bottom piece off as well. Inside what you have are 3 of the Velvet Matte Lip Pencils. This is a lip pencil formula. They are in a, you know, stick form. You do have to sharpen these, which is kind of a bummer because so many of these types of things have come out now where they twist up. But I also find that the kind where you have to sharpen it, they stay more moist over time versus the kind that you twist up. So the colors that you get with this are Sex Machine, 413 Bleecker, and Dragon Girl. Now, actually all 3 of these I've been wanting for a while. I really like these pencils. I used to always suggest them to people when I worked at Sephora, but I never bought them because I was like, 25 bucks, I don't know. But I had an experience trying some of these out with the Sephora birthday gift this year. So they give you one of the satin pencils and one of the matte pencils. And I didn't care for the satin pencil so much, but the matte one, which is Cruella, I really love. So what I want to do with this video today is do live swatches of these so you guys can see what they look on my lips as I'm applying them. So let's get going. I'm going to start with Sex Machine. So here we have Sex Machine. This is a really pretty cool toned, easy to wear kind of lip color. It is that velvet matte. It does almost have like a little tiny bit of shimmer look to it, but it's not like frosty in any way, shape, or form. It's really neat. I think that the mattifying formula kind of keeps it from looking like a big old shimmer bomb on your face. One thing I really like about these is that they actually feel pretty moisturizing. Not like lip balm moisturizing, but they don't feel like a lot of matte lipsticks where you put them on and you're like, ooh, I just did something really bad to my lips. These ones actually have like a glide to them, which is really nice. I find that it lasts pretty well. In terms of wear time with these, the best I've gotten is a couple of hours, maybe 3 at the max, especially with like the red one. Lasts pretty well, but I feel like Sex Machine and 413 Bleecker are a little bit more on the sheer side and they don't last as long as such. So Sex Machine, I love it. I'm like totally digging this color. Maybe not like with these eyeshadow today, but I'm filming more than one video in a day, so this is what happens. So anyway, I'm just taking this off with a Q-tip and we will move on to 413 Bleecker. have 413 Bleecker. This color is absolutely freaking gorgeous. It has a little bit of a sheer translucency to it. It's not completely translucent, but if you look in close, you can sort of see through it a little bit, and it really looks luscious on the lips. It's sort of like a matte version of that popsicle stain lip look, you know, like where it has like that translucency, but there is also the pop of color. It's a really cool effect. I think it looks and feels great. This one also has a little bit of a smell, which I don't feel like I noticed as much with Sex Machine. Let's sniff them. Yeah, this one basically smells like nothing. This one smells like vaguely, and I mean like super, super, super vaguely, of like maybe like licorice. It's a weird smell. I'm sure it's not intentional. It just could be, you know, whatever the dyes are in the lip product that make it smell like that. But I like it. And actually looks pretty good with my eyeshadow today. I think I might circle back to this one and wear it later. But one thing I like about these is that they're easy to wear. I feel like they're not as complicated as like a super matte lip. Like when I put on like a super intense matte, you know, mattifying liquid lipstick like these Splash or something like that, I always feel like I need to have like a full coverage makeup to go with that, because otherwise I feel like it's sort of out of place. Whereas with these, I feel like I could wear them, in fact I have worn them, with something more like tinted moisturizer and a little powder, and I think they look great. So they're great on the go lipsticks in my opinion. The final lipstick in this set is Dragon Girl. This color's so good. Like I don't have enough words. I mean, my skin looks better with this. My eyes are popping. I feel like it goes, I keep touching my bangs, I'm sorry guys, but they're bugging me today. It's sweaty, it's hot, it's so hot in California. It's like 90 degrees or something. And I'm like, can summer just end? Anyway, so this lip color, it's all the things. This is a color that when I worked at Sephora, I would like constantly recommend this to people. I'm like, are you looking for a red lipstick? You want Dragon Girl, don't you? But for some reason I never bought it myself. I don't know. I think it was just too close to Ruby Woo, which it is very close to Ruby Woo. It's not as super hard mattifying as Ruby Woo. And I think Ruby Woo is just like a little bit deeper than this, but my Ruby Woo is old now, so I either had to replace Ruby Woo or get Dragon Girl. So here we are. I don't think I mentioned the price of this set. So this set is $65, which is $10 cheaper than buying each one of these individually, which I did in fact want all three of these colors. So for me, the $10 bargain was definitely worth it. Plus, as a, in my opinion, huge bonus, you get this, oh I got hair stuck in it. I think it's a neat little object of art, you know, from a makeup line. I love it when companies actually come up with quality packaging like this. It really just gets my motor running in terms of makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll come back tomorrow for my review of the Mi Vida Logo palette from Kat Von D, which is but I will dive into it a little bit deeper tomorrow. I also want to let you guys know I joined Snapchat. I've succumbed to peer pressure. Everyone's been like, Snapchat, and I'm like, another social media thing, and then I actually tried it and I was like, oh, I get it, it's totally amazing. It's just a place for me to get a little bit more personal with you guys, even versus something like Instagram or Facebook, where for the most part I do try to keep it a little bit, you know, not to try to like bombard you with stuff, but I feel like the nature of Snapchat enables me to like tell you guys a story throughout the day. I've been on it for 2 days and I'm already like, oh my god, Snapchat. So anyway, add me, it's Vintageortacky, and that's it. I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be your own kind of beautiful. See you, bye.